Christopher Abeyta wasn't asleep when his mother last checked on him. He was standing in his bedroom, playing quietly, doing that small kid thing where they talk to themselves and don't realize how loud they actually are. It was late. His parents were exhausted, so they did what most parents do. They tucked him back into bed, closed the door, and went to sleep. That was the last normal decision in this story. By morning, Christopher was gone. Not missing in the dramatic sense, just gone. His bed was empty, his shoes were still there, his coat was untouched, the door to the apartment closed like nothing had happened. And that's where this story starts to feel wrong. Christopher was 7 months old, living with his family in Albuquerque, New Mexico in 1986, in a very small apartment, not the kind of place where a child vanishes without noise. And yet no one heard a thing. Police were called almost immediately. Officers walked the apartment. They noticed something small, almost forgettable at first: the window in Christopher's bedroom. It was open. It wasn't shattered, nor was it forced, like someone planned that detail ahead of time, or like someone inside the apartment didn't think twice about it. This is where things start to go sideways, because the timeline makes no sense, that Christopher would have had to leave the apartment during the night. Either he walked out on his own, which is unlikely for a 7 months old, in the dark, or someone took him, without waking anyone else. And if someone took him, they didn't panic. They didn't make mistakes you expect from a crime involving a child. That calm is unsettling. The search exploded fast. Police and volunteers helped looking for him. Parents hugged their kids tighter that morning. No one wanted their child to disappear suddenly like Christopher. Albuquerque felt smaller and more nervous by the hour. Then, the next day, someone found Christopher's body. He had been strangled. That single fact changed everything, because now this wasn't a disappearance, it was a homicide. And the way he was killed suggested control, time, and intention. This wasn't an accident. Someone definitely did this. The question became unbearable. Who could get close enough to Christopher to take him without resistance? Police looked first at the obvious place: the family. This part is uncomfortable, but it always is. Investigators examined the parents' relationship, stress, money problems, arguments, the kinds of things almost every family has, but that look different under fluorescent police lights at 3 a.m. They were questioned hard. Polygraphs were given. No charges were filed. Officially, the family was cleared. Unofficially, suspicion never fully left the room. And that matters, because while attention stayed close to home, time slipped away everywhere else. There were other details, strange ones. A man seen near the apartment complex, reports of someone watching children in the area, tips that came in too late or went nowhere. Years passed. Christopher's family refused to let his name fade. They reminded anyone who had listened that this wasn't an abstract tragedy. This was a boy who liked to play, who had routines, who trusted the world enough to stand in his bedroom and talk to himself at night. At one point, a man came forward claiming responsibility. It sounded like a break. His story fell apart. Other suspects appeared, then dissolved. Each one took a little more certainty with them when they left. What makes this case linger isn't just that it's unsolved. It's how close it always feels to answers without ever touching them. Stories like this don't get told carefully very often. They either get sensationalized or flattened into bullet points. That's probably why people who care about the details tend to stick around here. Today, decades later, Christopher Abeyta's case remains open. His family still waits in that specific way only families of murdered children understand.